In this problem, we need to sketch the curve with the polar equation r equals 5 times sine of 3 theta by sketching the graph of r as a function of theta in Cartesian coordinates. So for a moment, we'll forget all about polar coordinates and we'll just look at this as a function as if it were an x and a y. We see that this is a sine function that has amplitude 5 and has period 2 pi divided by 3. Here is that graph. We see that one period of our sine function begins at x equals 0 and ends at x equals 2 pi over 3. Now, what we will do is translate this Cartesian graph into a graph in polar coordinates. We will look at our sine function one section at a time. So we see that from angle 0 to angle pi over 6, our sine function increases from 0 to 5. So in polar coordinates, from angle 0 to angle pi over 6, our radius increases from 0 to 5. So we have a curve that looks something like this. From angle pi over 6 to angle pi over 3, our radius decreases from 5 back to 0. So from pi over 6 to angle pi over 3, here, our radius decreases from 5 to 0. Now, from angle pi over 3 to pi over 2, our radius decreases from 0 to negative 5, which means that from angle pi over 3 to pi over 2, because our radius is negative, we look backwards along the line where theta is equal to pi over 2, and if the radius is negative 5, our point lands here. So although our angle is rotating from pi over 3 to pi over 2, we can think about rotating from 4 pi over 3 to 3 pi over 2, since we're going backwards along that line. Our radius is negative from pi over 2 to 2 pi over 3, and it's increasing from negative 5 to 0. So from pi over 2 to 2 pi over 3, again we can think, instead of rotating from pi over 2 to 2 pi over 3, we can rotate from 3 pi over 2 to 5 pi over 3 and have our radius being positive. This point is negative 5 comma pi over 2. As we rotate, our radius returns to 0. From angle 2 pi over 3 to 5 pi over 6, our radius increases from 0 to 5. So from 2 pi over 3 to 5 pi over 6, our radius increases from 0 to 5. And from 5 pi over 6 to pi, our radius decreases from 5 back to 0. Now from angle pi to 7 pi over 6, our radius decreases from 0 to negative 5. Pi is an angle here, 7 pi over 6 is here. So we're thinking of rotating this direction. However, because our radius is negative, our graph will instead land between angles 0 and pi over 6. And so we get this portion of the curve again. From 7 pi over 6 to 4 pi over 3, we get this portion again. From 4 pi over 3 to 3 pi over 2, we get this portion. From 3 pi over 2 to 5 pi over 3, we get this portion. And from 5 pi over 3 to 2 pi, we get this loop that I've drawn in red a second time. So our overall graph is this 3-leaf rose. Of course, the colors I've used to draw the graph don't mean anything